get another Avengers trailer. This one is actually showing a lot more of what's actually going to go on in the film. Again, Ultron's central focus. And this does have the massive spoilerific part of Tony Stark kind of being like, yeah, this is my fault, it's called the Ultron Project. Ultron does a beautiful narration over it, and it more or less shows him and the twins, I guess they'll probably say are Inhumans, or they'll keep the term miracles because they can't use mutants because foxes want to play nice. They show them pretty much just annihilating the team, with Quicksilver taking out Captain America, Scarlet Witch, who has telekinesis, and I guess also some version of kind of telepathy, mind-controlling individuals. Which is why you constantly see moments in the previous trailers of hero-on-hero violence. Because it's difficult to create a singular villain that is strong enough to take on this collection of heroes, so you have them fight amongst themselves. And, that part works out pretty well. And of course, at the very end, it does show an overhead shot of the twins now working with them. Now, what's the absolute perfectly coolest part of this whole thing? No, it's not Tony Stark holding the staff. It's the last, 3 seconds. Where they show kind of this reddish face with a gold gem on the forehead, which may or may not be an Infinity Stone. Let's not go that far yet. And then the eyes open. And it's freaking Vision. And it looks like they're maybe going with kind of a variation on the red, green, and gold version, which I think if done just right would look fantastic. The white version would be very hard to play off, plus he'd be constantly being dirty. So I think the red, gold, and green version is going to look very awesome. So by far the highlight of the trailer, because we've seen bits and pieces of everything else, now we're just getting, and it's like, oh, Hulk's fighting Hulkbuster armor. Alright, why? Okay. Scarlet Witch is doing red smoke mind mojo to people and making them fight each other. Alright, that works. So all in all, it's definitely the movie of the summer. Easily. I'm thinking that's going to be a great cap-off. No pun intended. That should have actually been the end of Phase 2. It's going to be weird seeing how they're going to try to transition from that, unless it's going to be Tony Stark use someone else's work, i.e. Hank Pym's work, to fully create and finish off the Ultron project. Or if an offshoot of the Ultron project actually is the Vision. But Vision, I do believe, was created by Ultron. It's like Ultron's child, more or less. And some other times he was created by Hank Pym as essentially the robotic savior against Ultron. So either way, Avenger movie, Ultron, and Vision. So I'm thinking Vision's going to be pretty interesting to see. His power set's very unique, and if Vision works and works very well, DC could easily do a Martian Manhunter. A similar power set, different backstory, but if they can get that power set to work and to look well, that's great. My only small fear right now is the effects that they've been showing for Quicksilver. They don't seem like they're entirely finished yet. They seem good. They seem like really a representation of superhuman speed. But they still seem like they're not... there are some shots that seem like they're 85% finished. And they look really bad. There's a scene where I think they're all fighting in the snow, and I think it's Hawkeye's like flying through the air, drawing a bow. And it just looks... You can tell that they still need to tweak some stuff here and there, or else they've designed it and they've built it into a 3D model, and they had to squish it for a 2D.